I'm gonna add DC what he think money is. Man, we need to hurry up and start that camera. We talk our shit.
Are we in here then?
So, yeah.
JON, without further ado, please proceed to play me Pimpin' May.
Let's get it.
Because it's been a little minute since I heard me some pimping on the motherfucking show. I said it's been a little minute since I heard me some pimping on the 85 South.
Well, you gotta send me some shit, Jay.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
It's been a little minute since I done heard me some
Get
pimping.
in the studio.
Let's go. I seen some shit.
Yeah.
I said it's been a little minute since I done heard me some pimping.
Yeah. Come on, man. Let me get some of that bud, man. Mr. Invest in the bud.
From Colorado, get you some.
Colorado.
Yeah, that's straight from the dispensary.
What you got? Oh, shit. God damn, my boy.
Creme brulee, do your thing.
Creme brulee?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need nothing but a
I
little,
said
little
it's
dude.
been a little minute since I done heard me some pimping while we been listening to the show, though. Yeah.
How much THC
I'm like
here?
that. I'm like that crazy nigga
35.
that you went to school with.
35 THC?
That
Yeah,
fool
but I
people
stuffed
you
this in a
don't
jar.
see. You know I'm cooler
Like
than
that, like I
some shit.
stuffed, like I went to another dispensary
What's
and
some
used
black
that.
and some blue shit?
jar and stuff some
Pull
shit.
up.
This
Man,
35
in the motherfucking
THC?
hold up.
I was smoking 65.
You ain't even seen it before.
This too much.
Pull
Anybody
up.
got some
I'm
less
riding in that
strong
motherfucking
weed?
Hold up.
Man, you crazy as hell. This
Nigga done sprinkle crack on his shit. Anybody got some homegrown?
Hold up.
We got some homegrown. Anybody got some homegrown? Nigga got
Hold up.
45%
Damn,
THC
I
on
thought we
here.
was about to get started. You want me to go over here and get you some?
You got some?
I got some, but it's over there.
Where is it?
It's over there.
I'll
be back.
that one bud, man.
I'll
One
be
bud.
back.
That nigga,
I'll
he
be
got the
back.
crack. Nobody want to smoke and read crack. That nigga, yeah, man, 65% THC. I'm like, man, nobody want to be that high, man. Nobody in life want to be that high, man. Keep the shit in the 20s, man. You don't grow. When you get older, the THC ain't supposed to get older with you. This nigga said, I was smoking 65% the other day. Man, you was smoking crack, man. That's what that was.
You stink, man.
That nigga said, yeah, that's 35%.
Smell like garlic.
That's the highest of the highest. I
Garlic
want to
Buddha
be on
balls.
grind. I want to be on the earth. I don't want to feel like my booty is itching. I want to be on the ground. It be so hot. I'm like, y'all feel that? I'm like, man, chill, man. You feel that, man? This shit crazy, man. Why we on the poster, man?
Hey, this poster hard in the motherfucker. I ain't even
Hey, this shit hard, ain't
This shit hard.
Whoever did this shit, they did their thing, man.
Killed that motherfucker.
I need this motherfucker in my house.
Nah, this shit
Yo,
hard.
yo. My boy Los with the go get me some weed, man. I ain't calling him the weed man. I'm just saying he would get me some weed, man. I'm not calling him the weed man. Hey, Los with the go get some weed, man. I'm not calling him the weed man. My nigga Los got it, the weed man. Hey, I'm not calling him the weed man.
No.
I hope
Just to
it's
have a little bit of weed in my desk.
yeah.
You know we gotta smoke up on the best.
Yeah.
Talk some shit and make a song about some breasts.
Yeah.
Not like the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. The show
Hey.
ain't really shit without no guests. So we
Yeah.
gonna have to go and get the best.
Yeah.
My girl
Aristotle
called
In
me
The
and she undressed.
Yeah.
She want me to suck both breasts. I said yes.
Yeah. Hey.
He
Don't
said
mean
yes.
to be rude,
Sweet
but I'm
man.
the type of dude that's gonna grab a sucker by the boobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
A vet and not a rookie.
Yeah.
Get in trouble, grab it by the pussy. Don't say that out loud. Just think it in your mind.
Yeah.
Don't say it out loud, and if you do, just say you lying.
Yeah. I do that all the time.
Hey, I'm
When
just
I
playing.
She like.
I'm just lying.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the 85 South Show.
Weed man.
Yes.
Ain't calling him the weed man.
Yes.
Hey, this shit hard. He the weed man.
What we
Hey,
need?
but I ain't calling him the weed man. Hey.
Come on.
My nigga lost the weed man.
Come
Hey,
on.
But I'm not calling him the weed man.
I smoke weed, man.
Hey, my nigga lost the weed man.
No, he not.
Hey, but I'm not calling him the weed man.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Hey.
We appreciate that. So yeah, you know exactly what it is, man. Welcome to 2027. We went to the future and recorded this episode and came back and dropped it.
Oh yeah.
So by the time 2027 happens, we'll have something to watch.
Y'all see what THC at 65 do?
What?
It make niggas think we in the future.
What you mean?
Listen. Why you talking, man? What's in the weed, man? I ain't calling you the weed, man.
I appreciate that.
Hey.
But like I was saying, yeah, this episode is from the future. Now I need everybody to put their serious face on today and grab your thinking cap
Oh,
if
yeah.
it's close by.
Facts.
Because we got a hell of a guest with us in here today,
Yeah, for sure.
DC. And I'm glad you're in here
Yes,
because
sir.
I didn't want you to miss this one.
You know I'm always about investing now.
Right.
We need everybody to go get all your accounts.
Everybody, turn that down. We getting serious business.
Put them together. Every little bit of money you got. Go grab the change, y'all.
Yeah.
Go grab everything you got. Cause we finna show you how to invest your money.
Oh yeah,
Just, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Right.
You making me the weed man.
Oh.
Hey, I ain't calling you the weed man.
Yeah.
But look, man, we got a spectacular guest in here holding
Talk.
it down with us in the trap today.
Oh yeah.
And I know y'all done already kicked it back and forth and already made a few goddamn gazillion dollars.
Try to. Try to.
But this is one of the coldest
Yeah.
young brothers out here in the investment game, man. And it's
Oh, yeah.
always an honor and a privilege to sit down and talk good shit with him, man. None other than Aristotle
What's happening? What's happening?
Investment.
What's happening? Let's get it.
Yeah.
Yes,
And it's
sir,
gonna be
Steve.
one of them episodes where it's gonna be just as fun and education.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Because you're a smart, gifted young brother when it come to this shit.
Right.
And just give them the brief rundown if they missed it last time you was in here. Let them know how you got started with this shit.
So I got started investing when I was in the military, and
I hear that.
Turn the fan off in the hall if you don't mind.
Yeah.
We like total concentration when people talking.
bet. Want to ask that again?
Yeah, go ahead. No, they heard it.
Okay,
It's a
cool.
black ass show. We don't go over.
Oh shit.
Just
let's
let
get
that
it.
shit ride. Tell them,
Let's
DC.
get it.
Yeah, they heard it. nigga go run it back and be like, yeah, go put the subtitles on.
Want to cut it out? So Aristotle, how did you get started?
How did you get started?
Let's get it. Let's get it. So I got started when I was in the military. I joined the military when I was 18 years old, 2014. I got started when I was 20 years old. I started investing my money. I started barbering when I was 18. So I self-taught myself how to barber by just going on YouTube.
Word.
Yeah.
Who the fuck let you just practice on their haircut?
That's a great question.
Niggas in the army ain't got nobody to cut their
Nah,
hair.
that's the point. So you know how we get straight out of basic, right?
Right.
So you know we already got bald heads.
Fuck yeah, just
So
straight ball.
anything is better than a bald head. A man, just imagine having.
Fuck it ain't.
I mean,
Well, go ahead. I feel what you said. I feel you. Go ahead, bro.
but you get what I'm saying? Like, nigga, as soon as a nigga get out of basic, the first thing he thinking about is like, how can I get fresh?
Right.
So, also they want to save time. So if you go to the barbershop, it's gonna take a long ass time.
Right.
So
And you gotta pay for that shit.
So if it's a nigga in the beard saying, hey, I cut hair, people gonna naturally want to go to him so that way they ain't gotta leave. They can enjoy their time, play their video games.
Convenient.
So that gave me time to really practice on their heads. And yeah, I was fucking up. Real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? You know how you gotta keep the shit real fucking, keep it real, right? But I was charging $5 a cut at that time. That was 2015.
Don't fuck up prices right there.
Oh yeah, don't fuck up prices. You know how this shit go.
That shit,
$5,
that
you
shit
know
come
what
to look, alright, then you only get one.
All right, so I was charging $5, but it's a crazy thing. I left out of AIT with $2,000, so I got good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I left out of there with $2,000. I was only charging
That
$5.
is a lot of fucking haircuts.
Yeah, I didn't play. You want me to tell you how I was able to do that?
Why?
Because I got in trouble while I was in the military when I was at AIT. So because I got in trouble and I couldn't go out, I was forced to stay in my room. So you can't go out on the weekends if you get in trouble.
Hey, you
So-
do as a grown man to get in trouble.
Don't say it.
Yeah.
It might fuck your benefits
Yeah,
up.
my-
Don't say it.
It might fucking benefit. Just know I got in trouble in the military when I was in AIT. And
You
what
get
they-
in trouble for anything, gambling, all type of shit.
all types of
Having
shit.
That little
hoes,
shit. Okay,
breaking
little
hoes
shit.
back to the shit. You know,
Okay,
just
bitch.
petty shit, bro.
Yeah. I'll tell y'all after this shit.
All right,
And
bitch.
then you'll know why I couldn't say it on camera.
Right.
Right.
But
anyway,
in the
goddamn.
library or something, you know.
Commander, get it.
But you know what's crazy? saving that 2,000
Right.
taught me something, that I got the discipline, and it also taught me how to be on lockdown. So I'm on lockdown. I can't go outside no more, and this is a 6-month training. So I only had a month outside, and then the rest of the 5 months lockdown.
Damn.
For the rest of the time I was there.
Yeah, you did something fucked up.
Yeah.
You should have just let you was close to
Nah,
going
what
home.
it is it ain't even that. I didn't get in trouble. It's just they'll prolong it on purpose. That's your punishment, not to go outside. And then at the end, all right, we saw the case. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
They try to technically make you do
It's
something.
almost
get
like
out.
how the jail make them sit in the jail, even, you know what I'm saying, until they figure it out. So it was like that.
They had a hold on you.
Yeah, well, it weren't, you know, I can still do everything on post.
Right.
I just can't go off the post. So
leave.
I was in Augusta, Georgia at Fort Gordon.
Oh, okay.
I was IT. So that shit sucked because I wanted to kind of chill in Augusta a little bit, but couldn't. I went to the mall twice and that was it.
Damn.
Right.
So, but anyways, once I got to my military base, I requested to go to Savannah, Georgia, because I'm from Atlanta, but I was in Kansas when I left. I left from Kansas City to go to basic training in South Carolina. Then we went to Augusta. Then I got to Savannah, Georgia,
Right.
and I started barbering, picking out where I left off again. So I got there with about three racks. They put me in the barracks room. First thing I'm doing is looking for clientele. So how I built my clientele was different. The first time I built my clientele, because niggas was just at the barracks room.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, I'm moving to a new town, got no clients. How the fuck I'm gonna get clients? So I'm saying all this because all this playing into why I started investing.
Right.
So first thing I did to market my business when I moved to a new town was go on Facebook Marketplace and go to the yard sale pages. So I went to the local yard sale pages, and that's how I got my clientele. I posted my haircut, said, hey, I'm in town, I'm a new barber, and I upped the price to 10. Because I was like, shit, I got the talent, everything good. So once I got me a clientele, I had about, shit, after marketing on local sneaker pages, local yard sale pages, shit, I had about 100 people a week type shit. Like a steady clientele. So, shit, by the time I was 19 years old, I was making $3,000 a month cutting hair and $2,000 a month from the Army. So I was making $5K. Everybody else was just making what the Army made them. So I was making a lot. But I would put up all my money in the safe in the barracks room. So one day, I was like, damn, I got about $10,000 on me from barber money. But the reason I was able to save that, because remember, I saved $2,000 worth of 5s.
Right.
So now I was like, damn, how much I can save with 10s?
Right.
So every time I try to up my shit, you feel me? So once I got about 10 racks, I took it to the bank and to deposit it. And the lady was like, why don't you invest this?
Hey, what's up, Atlanta? Guess what? August 18th, I will be at center stage. Yeah, pull up on me. At the end of the day, I'll be at center stage. Fuck you talking about? Hell yeah. Fuck with me. Pull up on me. I'm in there though, you know what I'm saying? Center stage type shit. Pull up on me, you know what I'm saying? No capping gonna be done at all. Some of the coldest shit you ever heard. You heard me? Pull up on me. August 18th, center stage, Atlanta, Georgia. Here you talking about.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lex P.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And y'all know Orlando, we owe y'all, so we coming back in a big way. August 10th, Poor Minds is coming to Orlando for our live show.
Yes, we coming to Orlando Improv. I cannot wait to see all of y'all faces. You know, unfortunately, we had to reschedule these days. So I'm super excited to come out and see y'all. Doors open at 7.
Yes, and the show starts at 8, and we back bigger than ever. Let me tell y'all should be happy because this show, this round, it's super lit. So Orlando, August 10th, doors open at 7, show starts at 8, Orlando Improv. We'll see y'all, and we outside, Bookie.
Period.
Put it on, because we coming.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Hey, what's up? It's your man Carlos Miller. Have you thought about starting therapy? Well, maybe you should give BetterHelp a try. You can go to their website right now, betterhelp.com, use promo code 85South and get 10% off your first month. That's right, I'm telling you, it was designed to be online, convenient, user-friendly, all of that. So if you need somebody to talk to, you want somebody to talk to, or you're thinking about talking to somebody, go to BetterHelp. It worked on me. It's working. I'm a work in progress. How do you think I'm this great? I needed help. I went and got better help. Now they helping, and I'm better. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/85South to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/85South. Hey man, what's up? It's your man Carlos Miller.
Oh shit, you know what time this boy DC on Flizzle?
Chico Bean,
We're going to make it, man.
July 30th,
Huh?
Macon.
Coliseum.
That's right, the Macon Coliseum.
Come on.
We gonna be making y'all laugh like a motherfucker.
Fuck you talking about? That what I'm talking about. That was bad.
Get there early, because you know the traffic in Macon be crazy as hell when we come
Stupid.
down there. So get them tickets, hit the website,
Pull up.
and we'll see you in Macon.
July 30th, Three-Headed Monster Tour. Get your
Next
tickets,
time,
Macon.
you know what's happening?
What's up, Slim? How you doing? What's up, Tobias? What's up, Tobias?
Y'all had a great show, man.
Thank you,
boy,
man.
love. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for
Love, pal.
That's it.
Ooh, shit. Well, I don't know. Something about you made me yawn, ugly ass nigga.
So
What lady? At the
I
bank?
ain't tell her, yeah.
They giving financial. What bank is this?
This was Navy Federal
Oh, okay.
in Hinesville, Georgia. So I'm like, invest. So that was the first. But then another time a dude put me in this class with some dudes who was teaching some Forex. It was like a little free class we was attending. And then that was the first time I seen it. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna invest. So I Googled it. I Googled the shit. But at first I Googled how to make money from your cell phone. Cause I was like, damn, the Army taking 12 hours of my day. I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. and I don't get home to 5 p.m. So niggas don't say that. We work 12 hours a day, 5 days a week.
God damn.
Yeah, so like I was like, damn, like I ain't gonna never make no money, cause you know, as soon as I get out of work at 5, I start cutting hair all the way to about 11. So I only get 1 hour of free time. So while everybody else probably play video game, I'm hustling, cutting hair. I cut hair every day, cause I was on lockdown. So I'm treating myself like I'm on lockdown. Right. As soon as I get there. So yeah, I just decided to start paying my, I decided to start learning investing. And the first thing I did was research it, and what came up was a few apps. I remember it like it was yesterday. Stash app, and this app called Acorns. So I go to doing my research on Acorns. I'm like, okay, I fuck with this. So what Acorns did, to make a long story short, I put in about 2,000 to see what it'll do. But I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna just keep putting in money. You feel me? Like, so then I'm noticing once I put in about 4,000 in there, I made about 700. So I'm like, how the fuck did I make 700 though? Right. You get what I'm saying? So that's when I got real intrigued, because the fact that I made 700 from Acorns and I only put in 4,000. So I'm like, how the fuck is this shit making me money? And I put it on aggressive. I put it on the most aggressive one. So I guess me being intrigued with how Acorns made me money was like, I need to learn how to invest in myself, right? So I'm ahead of the game. I came up with this plan though, because I sucked at saving money. Even though I was making $5 a month, I get me a pair of Jordans every, you know what I'm saying? Do a bunch of shit, eat out every day, all that.
So you spending your bills and what?
Spending, yeah, you get what I'm saying?
High consumption life.
Yeah. So I was like, hell no.
Debt to income ratio.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I'm making 5, but I'm spending a 4.5. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, hell no. I cut off everything. I cut off cable, internet, all that shit. And I was like, all money in gotta go to investing. Cause I saw this chart. So this chart is the reason I'm rich to this day. Cause it was this chart. It said if you deposit $100 a week until you about 65, you'll have $1 million. So I was like, that shit don't make no sense. Like, why should I wait that long?
Right.
I'm gonna try 200. You get what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, I was like, hell no, I'm gonna try 4. So every time I'm showing on the graph how much more I'm gonna deposit, the time left for me to retire went down. So I'm like, damn, I retire by the time I'm 55? Fuck that. Let me see what'll happen what if I can get there by 30 years old in 9 years? So it said I would have to deposit about $3K a month to be a millionaire in 9 years. So I said, hell yeah, that sounds like a goddamn plan to me.
Right.
So I said, you know what, I'm gonna stick with it. While everybody else focused on all this other shit, I just figured some shit out.
Right.
So I was like, hell nah. But the only way you can get there in 9 is to invest, because you got to get some return on your money. Your money got to work for you, right? So I was like, okay, so if I save my way, it's going to take 20.
Right.
But if I invest my way and get about 10% a year, I can get there in 9, 10 years. So it started with that. So I went with my plan. I took my money. Once I figured out how they was making money, I figured out Acorns was investing the money into the regular stock market.
Right.
So I was like, man, okay, that's how they made me my money, by literally investing into an ETF called VOO, which is Vanguard ETF. And I'll explain what an ETF is. An ETF is called Exchange Traded Fund. And what it is a committee who selects like hundreds of stocks based on whether they're profitable and a good company. And then that ticker, you can use that ticker. So let's just say this ETF has Apple, Google, Facebook, Meta, Amazon. They bought all the stocks. So you can invest into their fund. So that way you feel diversified. Instead of you yourself going to buy all these companies, you could just buy a company
particular
who
company.
bought all them companies.
I already done got that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I was like, so that's why they told me I'll get exposure to these companies. Because I'm like, how the fuck, if I didn't buy them individually, how do I get exposure to them? So I figured it all out. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take my money out of Acorns, put it in Robinhood. So it went from Stash to Acorns to Robinhood. So now I'm on step 3. Then I figured out how to buy shares with the money. So I started buying shares. And then I bought everything, like just bought it. Facebook, SQ, but then it was marijuana. It's funny because my initial money came from marijuana stocks. I literally came in at the start of the marijuana boom. That was in 2017. So I put all my money into marijuana stocks. That motherfucker flipped from 3,000 to 14,000. But I also had Apple, but I had other stocks, but 50% of my money was in marijuana. So
You say marijuana. Explain to the people. Marijuana stocks.
Stocks.
Marijuana stocks.
Stocks.
Which includes
CGC, Canopy Growth. I invested in the Kronos Group. I invested in the Tilray. That made me a lot of money in CGC. And then it was one more cannabis stock, IGC, but they got closed down. So I remember it so vividly. So I was excited. I'm sitting here telling folks, like, this is how I'm making money.
Right.
So I'm in the Army. I'm showing my $14,000 account. And you gotta think, we live in barracks. You get what I'm saying? Like, we don't come from a lot. We all making, like, if you live in the barracks, you make $900 every 2 weeks. If you do 4 years in the Army, that's how much. Now with inflation and all that stuff, these guys probably get like $1,100 now, something like that. But still, that's not a lot, $2,000 a month. So everybody like, hell yeah, you know I'm a barber too, so people used to buying from me.
right.
So I'm making money now. Every time a person get in my chair, you gotta buy my $5 book on Cash App too. Yeah, bro, I invest. This is what I do. Show them my account. So not only that, I'm making $5 on top of my haircut. Everybody get in my chair, and then he go tell the person, hey, bro, it's a dude who making his money. So now I'm famous around the area for, oh, you the dude who showing people how to make money. So everybody hit my line. Cause you know, I was a barber, so everybody already got my number
Right.
public. Hey, bro, show me how you did that. Show me how you did that. Show me how you, cause you know, whenever a finesse come out, everybody want to know. Y'all know how that go in the hood. So in the Army, it's the same way. If anybody figure out how to make money, knocking on your door, if you got anything, you get what I mean? So I'm like that guy. I'm hood famous at that point. I got the book, but I'm selling it off Cash App. So I'm like, so everybody get my book, but then I was like, they still come to me with questions. So I was like, so that's what motivated me to want to learn that shit even more.
Right.
Cause I wrote the first book, and guess what? I sold that book for $5. I made about 3,000 on Cash App. So I'm pushing it around a lot.
Right.
Even people from high school, because I was marketing it on Instagram and shit. And they was like, hell yeah, I buy it because it's $5. Who gonna say no? And then you showing them proof.
You showing them how to get some money.
I'm selling, so this shit is like what I've been doing. So, shit, I'm 21 years old, net worth, I'm still in the Army. I got 3 years left in the Army. I done made about a 40, 50 cash and investments, right? So I'm like, damn. So I had this girlfriend at the time. So that's what kept me, because instead of fucking with all the hoes and shit, I could stay focused, do my thing, and then, I kick it with Shawty. But she wasn't just anybody. She was valedictorian in our high school. She was actually a smart girl. And I was smart. That's how I felt about myself. So, goddamn, I'm just investing my money, teaching people and shit. And then one day I was like, damn, like people on my Facebook want to see my life. They don't want to see my investing shit. So I was like, let me just go ahead and make me a separate page. So then I'm just posting just free content on there. But I could be honest, because this shit, just keeping it 1,000. So at that time, I'm making...
Don't say what you get like an estimate.
I got you.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, numbers scare us.
Yeah.
We be scared of numbers.
Nah, y'all good. This shit don't... Because people got to know how you really got to an M.
Right.
So I'm in the Army, they paying me about $4,000 a month. Because I ended up getting married to the girl I was with. Because like we during that time getting paper and all that, we fell in love and shit.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Money makes
So
love.
$4,000, I'm making $4,000 a month out of the Army, $3,000 for cutting hair, and about $5,000 from investing. And then I'm selling books at the same time. So I'm making $20,000 a month at the time. But I'm only living off about $3,000 of that. So now I got $17K a month to go crazy with. But instead of buying jewelry, doing anything stupid, I decided to keep reinvesting my money, that 17.
Right.
So you know how Nip say all money in.
Right.
So I'm like, fuck it. Now I got a 17 to play with. So everything was just at my disposal. Everything was cheap back in that day. Like the ads was cheap. So I'm buying ads, I'm buying services, I'm buying books to educate myself.
Right.
I'm doing everything I can with this 17 every month. You get what I'm saying? Residual. And so I buy another book. I write another book at the time, and that motherfucker go viral. Made me 500 racks.
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm already done made about a 70 or something investing, doing my thing. Book go viral across the trading community, because it wasn't nothing like that. A $20 book that's gonna actually teach you.
Right.
And then they seeing the reviews I'm posting.
Right.
Crazy. Everybody, if you traded options in 2018, you had Aristotle book. Real shit. So now I'm a folktale around the trader community.
Right.
I ain't got nothing, no service where I teach people privately. I ain't got no videos out, nothing.
Right.
So next thing you know, I start next thing you know, people just came to me and was like, hey, bro, if you teach me, I pay you $100. So I'm like, I ain't never had nobody request me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just used to doing my thing.
Right.
I'm already 500,000, $500,000 up. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, stay down.
So that's when I started my program. So I was already kind of, you know what I'm saying, up there. But when I started this shit, and then I started my program because my wife told me she was pregnant and shit. So yeah. And then she ended up helping me with my business. She ended up helping me.
Top.
Yeah. She even edited my book for me. She made the website for me. Everything that was part of my business, she helped do. It's just, that's one thing I had to tell young men too. You gotta be the mastermind.
Right.
But you gotta appoint her for everything. So we like the point card. We CP3.
Right.
Just you know what I'm saying? So that's me. I'm telling her to do every single thing. Like, do this, make this website, do this, say it like that, do that. And a lot of niggas, they feel like when they get with a girl, they want her to do the work.
Right.
She can't, you know what I'm saying? She can't hold down the house and be the brains and work. Can't make her do all three. you got to let her focus on her strengths. So that's what I did. I said, quit your job, focus on your strengths, which is just, she was just a college girl. So she knew all that shit. And then, you know, she took honors classes her whole life. She was valedictorian in her high school, so this shit was easy work for her. I'm telling her to do real life class projects. She was making Excel spreadsheets for my customers. She was, and that's what helped scale my business, the fact that I'm having her do everything. I handed over all the money. Look, pay the bills for me, do this, do that. And I got that from my mom. My mom would have my stepdad work, and she would make the spreadsheets, do all that. So I took that formula from her. I was like, look, I watched my mom. He brought the money home. She made a spreadsheet of everything that was spent. So I said, track every dollar, and then track every customer, pay every bill for me. I said, I only got a little bit of time because I'm in the military. So I said, when I get home, I got to be working on this business. You feel me? And then that's what allowed me to scale so quickly, because I got her working on the business. But then in the Army, a nigga, basically, this is how I was able to become a millionaire.
Right.
Because,
All right, let me ask you this before
Yeah.
you go to this. So you making this money, you still in the Army. At
Yeah.
what point do you just like, man,
quickly,
fuck this shit?
Quick.
Because it's like,
quickly,
Quick.
I was known for that. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I ain't even get, it was to the point where they ain't even make me get down and do push-ups. I'm pulling up in the 2019 Camaro in 2019. And people know my pay grade is one of the lowest. You're not supposed to be pulling up in a $60,000 car.
and you ain't even making 60,000.
No.
And not only that, you late, nigga.
Yeah, I'm late too.
And you out of your
Niggas down there like, man, what the hell you been, man?
And then I bought two cars. I bought my wife a car, the Chevy Blazer. That was a $50,000 car.
Right.
So nigga like, okay, he got $100K in cars. We know he invested, and I was already known. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it get to a point where, like, higher up start knowing who I am, and they pulling me to the side like, hey, fuck the bullshit. I know everybody mad at you, but I'm trying to learn.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what impressed me, because I'm like, damn, like, this motherfucker's offering me bribes to get in what I got going
Hey,
on
don't
instead of trying to get me in trouble.
I mean, but he just saying regular people. He ain't saying army people.
Fuck that shit.
But can you enlighten? Cause you know we talk our talk all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We women lovers.
Right.
We just talk our talk. Can you enhance on? Because the today's time and the way the energy is.
Right.
Women ain't the ideal woman that you just described, like how your mom is and
Right.
your woman is.
Mm-hmm.
They more
Well,
so
that's
want
what
you
he
to
had
come
the
home with the
example, bro.
money.
Yeah, my mom was the
And
example.
you spend the money on them like your woman helped you with spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Know where the dollar was going.
Damn right.
And she had the brain smart to say, all right, I know what you're doing, but let me put it on paper so you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you enhance, like, having a great woman on your side can help elevate you
Ooh,
besides
boy.
having all these bitches?
I'ma
and
tell you the
You ain't
truth.
talking about shit.
On some real shit, this is what helped me work hard. So, my wife is a very clean woman. I'm very lazy, meaning I don't like to clean up after myself. I just want to get money.
Take
You know
back
what I'm saying? Yeah, hell yeah. I do that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm
that shower, man.
I'm gonna groom myself, but shit, like, she the type of person to, if she got some homework, she not gonna stop. And as soon as she get home, that's the first thing she gonna do. Never seen that in my life. Usually, you know, I'm the type of, I'm gonna play this video game, take a nap, try my homework. Not when I first go home, I'm trying to do everything except that.
Right.
So she just had a very strong drive. And the reason why that helped me, because I'm like, how can I be lazy if my queen not? So it motivated me. But I can only imagine if she lounged around and was lazy as I was, it would rub off on me. It wouldn't make me want to be ambitious. But I felt like she was going places. Because for one, she got a full ride to school. She was valedictorian in her high school. I just felt like the world was at her palms, and I'm just this military nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that time. So I'm like, hell no, So that's what made me hustle for real too. Seeing how not lazy she was. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So all my partners had left to Hawaii, so I really ain't had no partner. So all I had was her as a friend at that time. You feel me?
Deep.
That's lit.
Yeah, real shit.
You heard him, DC?
There's some women at home talking about some look at that they nigga. I ain't trying to do no spreadsheet.
Nah, you got to. You got to. The woman, the man should, real shit, like, she should pay. As a man, you shouldn't have to worry about the bills being paid.
Right.
You shouldn't have to worry about nothing. Like, the only thing you should be doing is working and coming home. You shouldn't have to wash a dish. I haven't washed a dish in 6 years. I haven't fixed my own plate in 6 years. I don't do that shit.
But like they make you, it
rich,
make you
though,
wanna go.
nigga, you rich.
But no, but you see what he's saying? He got a real
do.
strong backbone
They
that
treat
make
you better
you wanna
when
go
you
do that
rich.
shit.
That's
Yeah.
what he's saying. Had he not been rich, he been going half.
No,
Your turn, baby.
I ain't doing that.
she already had her own shit.
I'm just saying.
Nah,
this
hell
shit,
nah.
this shit hit
I ain't saying
you
like
got that money.
She said without the money, she wasn't with you for no money.
Nah, hell no. See, that's the thing. Yeah, we got together. I got rich 2 years after marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, she helped me get all
They
like
give you
all
5 years to get rich.
Yeah.
There you go.
You don't get rich in 5 years.
Yeah, man.
You go from my baby to this nigga here. My roommates.
But when we gonna wait till they get rich?
They not.
All right then. Shit. I'm tired of just waiting
But
on
I don't
nothing.
know where are the rich women
The
who
only
be
part he-
saving niggas'
They
lives
supposed
and
to help
tricking
you
off
make
on
more
us?
somehow,
They is
somewhat.
supposed to help you make more.
They
The only
supposed to
part
help
that
you
that
make
got
more.
me when he said, you know, you supposed to be in the
Well,
house,
clearly.
cooking clean. You ain't gotta work. I said,
If you come with the
shit.
right plan,
Oh, no,
and
no,
you find
no,
the
no,
right
no.
woman
She
with
work
the
for
right
me.
skills,
Come on.
You say every camera in
Time out. She worked for me. That's the point. She,
Oh, pop your shit, man.
yeah, she worked. She
That's
gotta
what I'm
work.
saying. You come with the right plan, and you find a woman with the right set of skills. Y'all unstoppable.
Yeah, y'all. That's what I'm telling y'all, man.
And your shit gotta be right, cause
Go
ain't
get-
a woman ain't just gonna believe no loose ass plan. Like you got to actually doing this shit.
Anyway, bitch, I'm not telling who
You're not
tells
gonna
the-
tell her the plan?
No.
That's why she not gonna make the spreadsheet.
There's a plan within a plan. Not finna unfold the entire plan.
You
And
gotta
then you go back to
unfold the
another nigga
entire
talking about
plan.
this what he got going on.
Man, you ain't got no trust. You don't give everybody the plan, DC, but the one, he ain't have but one lady.
No. Hey, I ain't even gonna care. I remember me like putting up some investment type shit. And a motherfucker was like, man, cut that shit off. And literally, the shit that I learned from the investment, I ended up making some money off of. But I remember you telling me, like, it's not about the amount of money that you put in, because a lot of people think that you're supposed to just put in $10,000, $15,000, and just make some money. No, I'm going to show you what he did with $1 million that you could do with $100, that you can do with $200.
Yeah, but he stayed in it.
Flip it.
Yeah, he stayed flipping it.
Flip it. Niggas don't know how to flip.
Yeah, you gotta leverage your money instead of trying to flip your money. You get what I'm saying? So like leverage your money, mean that's pretty much what he's saying. Like, okay, so the regular nigga gon', like he said, if you got 5,000, a person gonna be like, okay, I got 5,000 to try to go make 10, all in.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? No, this what you supposed to do. You supposed to use risk management. So you supposed to, let's just say you got 5.
Right.
Don't use no more than 1. So that way you got 80% of your capital left just in case you fail.
Right.
So let's just say you lose that 1. Cool, I got 4 more to go.
Right.
But if you put in the whole 5, you lose 50% of your money, now you got 2.5 left.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I tell dudes, use risk management and you can last long, because that's going to allow you to learn too.
Right.
But if you keep blowing your money and over leveraging because you're trying to hurry up and speed up the process, one day it's going to catch up to you.
DC, you know what else I noticed about following his page though?
What's up?
He ain't no greedy nigga. Like I see where you're gonna be like, shit, I did 3 trades, so I'm done for
I ain't
today.
tripping.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't tripping.
Like
Yeah.
anybody else who make money, and then you'll be like, shit, it didn't take me, but and you say how long you
Yeah,
was
an
fucking
hour,
with it,
yeah.
and then you like, I'm done for the day. I'll fuck with it tomorrow. Like
I like the way he
how
valued.
how do you stop yourself from getting greedy? Because you're so good at knowing what you're doing.
Right. That's the point. Once you, it's called setups. So when I'm trading, I'm a hunter. I look at it as if like legit, I'm in Africa gathering food for my family. So
No
If
offense
you-
to the Africans. We know y'all got food.
Yeah.
Because them anything you say about Africans,
They gonna call. They gonna hit you
don't
up.
respond. Hey, there was a figure of speech. He wasn't talking about like in
they
the
got to go
neighborhood
hunt for the
part of
motherfucking
Africa.
food in there.
He
man.
talking about like he in the bush Africa. He meant like he was out there in, you know what I'm saying, in the Congo and shit. Like the bushes part.
Right.
Not the neighborhood part. We know y'all lit over there. They got all kind of money and they stunt.
Right.
So we think they still live in huts, and then they'll be like, look at my hut, and it'll be like 20 rooms.
Nah, I don't
Then
even
they
got
doing
money.
better
I'm talking
than
about
us.
more debt.
I'm thinking like ancestral,
Right.
more so than anything, not today.
Okay.
Like thinking about like tapping into my
They
ancestors.
had got
like,
into it with some Africans about some shit. Somebody
Oh,
was
shit.
out on just trap.
yeah,
I told them I'd say something next time, and they was like, okay, we give you one more chance. And that's just fucking chance up. It ain't personal.
So yeah, man, like when I'm trading, I'm looking for the right setup. So
Right.
you know, lions have high probability setups. I don't know if you watch Discovery Channel, but lions have an ancient way of hunting. 3 female lions, one will attack from the left, one will
Facts.
attack from the right, and one will attack from the middle.
Right.
And then they meet it and connect, and you see how you see how one is on this side, one is on this side, one from the back.
Right.
And then that's how they take it down. We use all of our weight to drag it down. So that's a high probability setup, meaning they gonna eat that night if they take that setup.
Right.
But you notice when they show on the Discovery Channel that lone lion try to go hunt by himself and just go charge at some zebras all
forever.
willy-nilly,
Take forever.
his ass barely eat. You feel me? So it's the same thing with trading. I'm only using high probability setups. And it gotta be confluences. So you see how the lions got about 3 females attacking it? I need at least 3 reasons to get in the trade, 2 to 3.
2 or 3.
But it can't just be one. You
That's
get what I'm
why I
saying?
fucked up at.
So like trading, here's the thing people can't do. Hope is not an indicator. Meaning like you can't hop into trading and saying, I fuck with this company, I hope it go up. You'll lose money. The proper way is to learn the setups, right? So there are setups. There's about 20 of them that I know.
Give me an example.
Cool. Here's one setup that's kind of easy for you to know. So it's something called the RSI, Relative Strength Index.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So it shows you whether a company has fallen too hard and will potentially bounce. So let's just say the level is 30. If it falls below level 30 on that graph, then it's giving you a buy indicator, correct? So a high probability setup would be if there's a floor in confluence with that level being at below 30. You get what I'm saying? So 2 things happen. The stocks are at a floor price that it once touched in history back in the day. Right?
Right.
So whatever this price is, you'll see candlesticks touch it. So let's just say the price is 100. It touched 100 in May. It also touched 100 in January, and it also touched 100. So now I see it touch that 100 again,
Right.
in confluence with that RSI being at 30. So that's 2 reasons for me to get in this trade.
Hey, what's up, man? August 5th, man. I'm all up in Memphis with it, man. Flatfoot pimping, you heard me, man. So look here. Pull up on me August 5th in Memphis, Tennessee. I will be at the Orpheum, man. I don't know who told you different, but that's what it is. So make sure you hit that link, get them tickets, and come check me out at the Orpheum Theater. Yeah, real Memphis type shit. You heard me? You feel me? Get with me.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl XP.
And it's your girl Dre Nicole.
And Miami, we coming to turn up. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. We've been long overdue for a Miami show. And I can't wait to see y'all. It's the perfect way to kind of, I guess, end the summer, because the summer gonna almost be over.
And it's like...
But August 13th,
yeah,
we gonna be in Miami Improv. Show doors open at 7. Show starts at 8.
Yes, and I'm telling y'all, look, this is right before my birthday too, so y'all know I'm finna be lit. And
It's
turning
lit.
that, ooh-wee, I'm finna put it on for Miami. I'm telling y'all, listen, August 13th, doors open at 7, show starts at 8. Miami Improv. Y'all, please do not miss this show. Y'all know we're gonna have people popping up, rolling up on us. Miami, it's gonna be fun. Welcome to Miami.
Period.
So I'm Miami.
That's,
See y'all
what
soon.
the old people used to say, be there or be square.
What Will Smith said, getting jiggy with it.
All right.
I was 20 years old, right? So for me, with that kind of money, still living in the projects, we had to figure it out.
What's happening, Phoenix? Where the fuck did all these black people come from in Phoenix? Where y'all been? What's happening? Where y'all been?
And I'm not speaking for every man in if I make it to be making 200 million, nigga, I can make 200,000. I feel like I'm supposed to fuck any bitch I want to. So if Zion, if you want to do that, live your life.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Lex P.
And it's your girl Dre Nicole.
And you are tuned in to another episode.
Show these niggas the trick. Now, this my house. I done took y'all everywhere. Now, come on over. All them vines and shit. Them old days and shit. Welcome to the pizza ass.
What we got right here?
This granddaddy, man. This
Come on.
This what I got for my 40th. I ain't do nothing to it. Usually I put 4Gs on everything I got. I ain't do nothing to this but put some music in there, you know what I'm saying?
Did you do the do on it?
Did a booty cat.
Did you
Yes,
do the
sir.
do? Woo, you was hitting on that joint?
Yeah, 100%. Give my booty 8 all that.
God damn, okay. That's living the life. When you on the when you stand on a blow up mattress and you can get a girl lick your ass, eat your ass,
Yeah.
you a bad, you cold blooded.
Hey,
You know, but shit, nigga be broke in the bitch, man. Think about it. You ever been so broke you just feel like you about to pass away sometime soon? You be like, I know God ain't got me out here living like this.
A Bay Area native, you understand me? You got to get this monkey off your back, you understand me? If you ain't never broke a female off no chicken. Now, it's nothing that, you know, men should glorify and be proud of, but, you know, it's just culture.
Say confluence. What are you saying?
Confluence mean when more than one thing add up. That's what confluence means.
Okay.
Right? So I need confluences. I need at least 2 to 3, and if it's 5, I'm putting in a lot of money.
When he touched that 100 again, it just showed you that, okay, it's going back up again.
Cause now I have proof that this level can hold because
Right.
it touched before in history.
Right.
So that's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for history to repeat itself. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not doing no hope shit.
Right.
I'm not doing no whole goddamn. Oh, I put some goddamn. It's not luck.
Right,
It's
right.
not luck.
Right.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's the
Right.
point. It's not luck. I'm waiting on certain companies
Right.
to drop
Right.
as far as they can go down, and when they do that, I'm going to. So this is what the rich do. What they just did, so you gotta think like the rich. Once you learn their game, you
Right.
can make a lot of money in the stock market.
Right.
So I learned their game. This is why they'll always be rich, because of the stock market.
What's the game?
Oh my God, it's simple. And I'm doing exactly what they did. When you saw me post that 200 racks, because I thought like them. All right? Meta, Facebook, it dropped to $84.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right.
Tesla dropped to $100.
Right.
It was like this was like around September-ish, right?
Right.
October, September-ish, right? 2022. So you as an investor gotta say, okay, if I was a rich guy, you know he done sold before that shit done dropped.
Right.
So he has to load up again. You got to figure out where he's gonna load up. That's your goal. Your goal is to figure out where are the men with the money going to load up, because they're gonna keep doing it every time. They're gonna load up, sell, let it drop, load up, and actually they gonna sell the drop. They gonna make money on the drop. They so smart. Bro, I'm telling you, the stock market is meant for the rich to get richer. It's a tool for the rich. It's not a tool for the poor. They just letting us participate in it, because they know we don't know what the fuck we doing. So they take money from us. When we put our money in and lose, they take it. You think that money just disappear in thin air? It's the biggest. Listen, crypto, when somebody loses, they make money. That money just don't disappear. You get what I'm saying? So people are losing money on purpose. It's just like the casino.
Right.
Losing money on purpose to make them richer, and then the rich guys make the money that you lost. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah, I get it.
Like that's how this shit go. So now I figured, now I know where to find where they're going to buy.
Right. And even with the stock market, it's strategic. You have strategies,
Yeah.
and there's rules.
Right.
And once you figure out, like you said, it's 20 rules and 20 strategies that you use.
Right.
And you always say that's one thing. That's why I fuck with you. Not only do I fuck with you, you done taught me ways to get some money, and that shit work, nigga.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what a nigga talking about.
That shit work.
But you got to know you got to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Once you figure out the rules, and you always say it's an 80-20. It's always a risk.
Yeah.
Remember that you have a 20% risk that you can lose, but it's an 80% chance that you gonna win. But
Yeah.
you gotta know when to get out once you lose. That's the game of losing.
Yeah.
Once you losing, you gotta know when to get out. A lot of niggas be like, hold tight, let's see what that motherfucker going. You the nigga that he said they taking the money from. Let me keep my money
Yeah.
in. Let
When
me
you
see.
lose, you just gave somebody money.
You gave it up.
If I win, I won because somebody lost. I always remember that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I also won because I guessed right. But that money, you get what I'm saying? Like when there's a winner, there's a loser. When there's a loser, there's a winner.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So it's so much money in the market. Right?
Right.
So this is all I'm saying. So this is what I figured out. And I'm gonna tell you how to figure out when to buy. Because you didn't ask that question, y'all should have. Here's a simple way.
You think that
You said on the dip. You said wait.
Yeah, wait on the dip. Okay. Y'all remember when COVID happened in 2020?
Right.
Right? Okay. All stocks plus the market was depleted. Apple, Facebook, Google, everything you could think of was depleted at that time. Right? Including the market.
Right.
That ETF I told y'all about.
Right.
Right? VOO was down, SPY was down. So I'm gonna give y'all a clue on when to buy. When the market and all stock, y'all got one, and all stocks are down at the same time, that's a clue when to buy. So let's
say that
just
one
say,
more time?
so
One
when
more
the market, when something very bad happens,
Right.
right?
Right.
So what you gotta do is, you're not going to be able to guess the bottom. So what you gotta do is you gotta take your money and divide that motherfucker into 3. So let's just say you got 30,000.
Right.
The first drop, right?
Right.
Whenever the market go in the RSI, 10,000.
Right.
The next drop, you might need 40, because that last drop, you need to double down. So let's just say we have 40,000.
Right.
That first drop, very big, got to be a significant drop. All stocks, everything got to drop. 10,000.
So when you say 10,000, what is the
loss?
The game plan? You just say
The
10,000.
game plan is 10,000 into. Oh, good job. The game plan is to invest into a lot of stocks while they're down, right? So let's just
so
say.
you saying put options?
No. Buying shares.
Buying
But
shares.
you want the first big drop.
Okay, you're speaking in shares terminology.
Shares,
Okay,
yep.
okay.
So we buying shares. We're
Okay.
owning the company outright. So
Okay.
if Apple is a stock, right? And it's $100. If you buy a share, one share you bought it for $100.
Right.
So the only way you can make money is Apple go to 101.
Right.
$1. Because that's where you bought it at. So you can only make money where you bought Apple. So if you bought Apple for $80 a share and it's now 100, you now have made $20 a share. And depending on how many shares you own, you're going to make 20 times the amount of shares you own, right?
Right.
So the game plan, so this is what I did. So when COVID dropped, 2020, you supposed to buy that dip, right? It's a catastrophe. But what people didn't expect was the fact that we were going to be sitting home and the government was giving us money. This is what made stocks boom after 2020. Because people were sitting home and the government is handing them money.
Right.
So now I got the money to go buy that iPhone. Now I gotta watch Netflix.
Right.
Now I gotta watch, let me tell you the stocks that went up. Roku went up. Because people had to stay home and, you know what I'm saying, watch TV.
Right.
Netflix went up because everybody's subscribing. Zoom went up because
Amazon.
everybody remote working.
Right.
Yeah.
Peloton went up because now I gotta stay home and exercise. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So now you gotta learn how to use common sense with the world and figure out how the world works.
Right.
So you not only gotta be a good investor, but you gotta be a good world watcher.
Right.
You get what I mean? Because, you know, hindsight 2020, but I was like, damn, who would have known to go all in that dip? Right. Only the rich men. They knew. The average person, we scared because we got on masks.
Right.
So why the fuck would I go invest if I know that we on lockdown and you get what I'm saying? I feel like this shit can go lower.
Right.
It made the stocks go higher because they gave us money to spend on the companies.
Right.
That's all we did was give it right back to Apple, Microsoft, Google, Meta, and the jewelry store. Louis Vuitton went fucking crazy.
So the money they put back into the economy, they knew exactly what they were doing with it. They were like, you know what, we're gonna dump.
Just gonna give it back to
We're
us.
gonna dump 40 million to the economy. And we're gonna invest in these companies, and we're gonna make the money back.
Whoever.
Right.
So now they gotta get corrected from that.
Right.
So now the reason why they dropped from that was because when the next quarter come around and y'all open up the world again, we can't sustain those profits we made in 2020. So it's just like any business. That's why the stock market dropped again.
Right.
Because once the rich bought that dip and they took advantage of COVID from 2021 after the pandemic, they can't sustain the amount of money everybody made during that time. So we have to correct. So I knew that. I was like, okay, buying a dip next time because the world had to recover after COVID. So now they like, okay, y'all ain't giving us no more money. We ain't spending no more money. And then that gives people time to go look for jobs. So now, right now, we have one of the lowest unemployment rates since 1969. And the highest it was COVID. At one point in time, we had like a close to 15% unemployment rate when the world went on lockdown. 15% of the company was unemployed. Country. Now we're at 3.4%.
Of the world.
Country, United States.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that means, so think about that. Y'all seen all these job layoffs. Right? And then let me explain something to you too. Whenever a company lay off a bunch of workers, they make the stock go up. That's a good look for the company because investors like, you about to save $500 million. So you about to actually make more money this quarter because you laid off them employees.
Right.
So people don't know that, but whenever one of them big companies, like when everybody laying off employees, Best Buy, Meta, Twitter, Amazon laid off damn near like a 50 piece. So that makes the stock go up because they're going to be more profitable. So once you start learning the world, learning how business works, but what helped me with the stock market was the fact that I owned a business and a big one at that, like an 8-figure business.
Yeah.
So now I think like you, white man.
Right.
I'm you now. So I know when to buy.
So can you go back into that? When we said we need 40,000, right? When
Yeah.
it dropped the first time, you dumped 10,000. Say, folks, we're gonna use Apple.
I'm focused on the next drop. If it drop one more leg, we put in the 20.
So say for this, right? So when you say put in, you're buying the stock. So Apple was at 100. It dropped. First leg. It hit
80,
the
80.
RSI. It hit 80.
Yep.
You spent
you
10,000.
gonna buy it when it hit
buy
80.
at 80. It dropped again, 60. Now,
Boom. You got it.
quote unquote, we're gonna buy again. Tell the people, don't worry about losing the money on the money that you just bought for the shares at the 80, because you technically didn't lose
So
because
here's
it's gonna
what,
come back up.
Let me correct this because I know how smart asses are around the world.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and correct it.
Okay.
It has to be a correction.
Right.
A substantial correction. So a correction is when the market falls like 30% from the highs. Right? That's a correction. Now if it falls 50%, that's damn near a recession. You get what I mean? Like a bad recession. Terrible. But one thing about it is every single drop in the stock markets, the 2008, the Great Depression, so I'll mark them down for you. 2000 and 2001, dot-com bubble, right? 2008, housing crash,
yeah.
right? 2000 and like, it
12.
was, not 12, but like 16, 17 was trade war when Trump was doing all that with China.
Yeah.
And then COVID, 2020, and then the inflation, CPI shit is this year. But really, that's just a correctional period from COVID.
Right.
But they just gonna call it something else. So what you're gonna notice is they always gonna need bad news in order to drop the market. So now, if you guys don't notice, we're gonna run off the stock market. Well, not gonna, we run off the stock market, meaning everything we're doing right now runs off this system.
Right.
Because they're gonna need bad news to drop this shit again.
Right.
After the rich have already bought. You get what I'm saying?
So can you tell them not to trip on when the shares that you bought at 80 drop at a 60?
Right.
Because in their head, they're like, I'm losing money or my shares value is going down.
You put in a little bit, just in case it's just a little correctional drop.
Right.
Right? So let's just say the S&P 500 SPY corrects.
Right.
It drops. So let's just say it was at 400.
Right.
Right? So it was at 480. That's the 52-week high. I remember that before the drop. So this shit dropped down to 300. You get what I'm saying? Now I'm like, okay, this shit dropped $80 from the highs. I'm gonna buy in, first leg, to test the waters. Never go, one thing I learned, always scale in.
What that mean?
Never go full balls deep the first time, dog.
Ever, never, ever.
Scale in.
That's
You
in
feel me?
life.
Scale in. If you got
You got to
100,
smell that pussy before you go in.
Hey,
if you got 100 racks,
it's a
put in.
family show, man.
I mean, now I go balls deep. Okay. So okay,
Yeah,
Tesla, right?
yeah.
When Tesla was doing this crazy, I'm talking about, nigga, I'm watching this motherfucker go to like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm
remember
thinking
that.
this is a successful company.
Mm-hmm.
Now we look at Tesla, this bitch is at $100, $200 a share. The people who invested at $1,200 thinking
Yeah.
this was a company,
They lost. They lost.
They
some money.
lost.
And there be people like that. A lot of people.
Lost.
So I was about to say the fact when Tesla dropped at $90, I bought. When Meta dropped at $90, everybody said this company is a failure. He put too much money in metaverse. He's done. But you know what I thought? This man has 4 billion, close to 4 billion users. So in my head, I'm like, how can you fuck up if all you gotta do is send an email
To everybody.
3 billion people with a new product? This man can never fail. If I got 3 billion emails,
Right.
you gotta think, bro. Imagine if y'all the weed man and you got 3 billion helicopters that can just drop some shit off at somebody's front door. You get what I'm saying? At
But
any
you
point
just
in time.
literally wake up in the morning and they'll just give you this shit.
Right.
You don't even get to choose it. You get
Yeah.
on Facebook, your whole layout different. Like, what
So think about
the
that.
fuck is this? It's the
That-
new shit.
That
You
means
like
you
it and
control.
you love it.
You control the world.
Right.
So how could you bet against a person who control the world?
I'm using they shit to make the fucking.
And then this is something I had to learn too. You got to believe in the CEO. So you got to believe that the that the company is going to be innovative, but you also got to get to know the CEO. Get to know, because I didn't know that either. I didn't know. I got to know the man who owned this bitch too, to see if he got the thought process to create something else with his money.
Right.
So let's just say you see Aristotle as a company. Would you trust in the fact that I'm going to figure some shit out?
Right.
Would you? Yes or no?
Yes.
So you would invest in me if I was a stock market, right? But let's just say your homie, he got money, but he a drunk, he real complacent, he done, he just,
I ain't
he don't
investing
even
in
want to
that,
rap
my boy.
no more. I don't want to invest in him.
Right.
So that's the same thing with them. Okay, y'all ain't been growing in the last 2 years.
The CEO a drunk.
Yeah.
The mixtape wasn't shit.
Robots look like they about to replace y'all.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck y'all. I ain't gonna
Allen
invest in
Iverson
you.
technology taking over.
Come on now. So you gotta look at them the same way you gotta look at that the same way as you look at people as companies too.
Right.
So I trusted Mark Zuckerberg. I'm like, this man gonna figure this shit out. Get it to me for 80. I like this price. Everything is depleted. I bought Leaps. I made $52,000. I bought it in September. I only put in 15,000, and I made 50. Yeah, it's about at 52,000 right now.
What do you mean leaps?
Leaps are, good question, long dated options. So I bought calls.
Okay.
I bought calls. So when Meta dropped to $80 in October of 2022, I spent 15,000 on call options.
Saying it was gonna go up.
Saying it's gonna go up, but I bought it out for 3 years. So I'm like, ain't no way I can lose if I wait 3 years.
But if you hold it, don't want the theta eat up the money?
Hell no. You want to see my account right now?
No, nigga. I know what you do. I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm saying because that's how it is. Because I bought a fucking leap.
Everybody thought
Mine
that.
ain't leap up. It leap down.
Well, it depends
and the theta ate my
it's
shit
where
alive.
you buy. I bought so perfectly, it was nasty.
Right.
So you got to give yourself time. So and I also buy kind of in the money. So that way the theta can't get ate up too much.
What do you mean?
So I buy at the money. So basically, let's just say the
Wherever
strike
the market price
So
is.
let's just say Meta was at $80, right?
Right.
The option strike price, the nearest strike price will probably be 82 or 85. I'm buying as close as I can to the share price for my strike. So that way, it don't get ate up too much. I'm buying the nearest one. I'm not buying all the way out. Because if you buy all the way out,
they're going to tear you up.
It's going to tear your ass up. So you either got to buy right at the money, which is the nearest strike price to the current price. So let's just say the current price of Meta is $80 and the nearest strike is 82.
Right.
You go for that strike for Leaps. Or go for the 79 or the 80 if they got it. You get what I'm saying? You either go in the money or at the money. At the money is, the closest to it, and in the money is one that's already profitable, which would be the $80 strikes, the $79 strikes, because it's already at $80. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I avoided that. I bought super in the money, so all of my shits are in the money. So that means it made my option contracts go like this, because I bought Meta is now at like 150, 60, right?
So you double.
So I bought it at 80. So now my option contracts are so profitable that it better keep going up over time. It's going to just be a nasty flip forever.
So do you take money out and just keep profits in? Because now you say.
I don't take no money out because I only put in 100 racks. So I look at it as I'm a rich nigga.
Right.
I can lose 100. So either this shit going to go to $1 million or I lose.
I'm talking about with the 15,000. You put 15,000 and you going to wait. Hold it out.
Yep, for 3 years. Cause it's you gotta put in money with Leaps. You gotta put in money that you're gonna fuck up anyway. So you gotta look at yourself and say, what I'm gonna fuck up on designer, hoes, in the club anyways?
Right.
About 100. You get what I'm saying? What you gonna fuck up?
That boy gonna buy all the cars in the world.
All right, what you gonna fuck up on a new car?
Now, let's just keep talking about, so we're going to buy it right there at the strike price, right? Because I need some money.
So you got to give up a dunk this year. You got to give up a dunk this year to goddamn to put in these leaps because the market just dropped.
Right.
Okay.
You got to give up. I don't know. What's your vice?
My vice is, shit, I ain't got no vice.
You got some. Everybody
no,
got some.
No, because I know you can't be frivolous with this.
Too many OnlyFans accounts, subscriptions. Nah, no.
Why would I pay to see something that I can get
Don't
for
put him
free?
out there like that. He don't be buying all this shit.
Motherfucker, they can send me that. I saw that video before y'all bought it.
The internet is a
You get what I'm
motherfucker.
saying? I seen that shit first.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, whatever your vice is, you got to say, man, I'm going to spend it. I'm going to fuck this money up anyway.
See, you know the ins and outs.
Right.
I learned where I fucked up at just off about what you said. You buying at the price. I didn't buy mine at the price. I bought Tesla knowing that it has been going up. I knew the stock price and the ad price was right there. I went damn near. I went down.
Remember,
and got one of them low motherfuckers.
Hope is not an indicator. You got to actually know what you're doing, and you got to have at least a few reasons, more than one, to go in. But if hope is your indicator,
hope wasn't my indicator. I was using my RSIs and the motherfucking 2020. I was using all that. The MDI. I was using all that shit. But I wish I would have bought it at the price because Theta ate my money up. Because I said, you know what? It's going to go up. And it was going up.
Right.
But Theta was tearing me down as it was still going up. So I was like,
do you believe in Elon Musk for the next 3 years?
I don't believe in none of these niggas. I just be believing. I
believe
don't
in the
trust
nigga who-
motherfucker. I just know the
Let
motherfucker
me
gets
tell
money.
you why you should. Why you should believe in Mark Zuckerberg. Why you should believe in Google. You should believe in, because a lot of things, I look at a few things. What's your cash flow like? So now we got to go into fundamentals. So what you got to do is you got to go to Yahoo Finance. You can research the stock, and you can go look at their financials. So I go to their financials. I go see how much free cash flow do you have. I want to see what your margin's like. Meaning, like, if you made, so for instance, Apple made $117 billion, but they only profited $30 billion.
Right.
Right? So that means they keep 26% of their money. So while y'all thinking, so the average person gotta look at that and say, damn, they can only keep 26% of their money. Look how much it costs Apple to operate that. So I look at all of that. How much does it cost to operate you? And how profitable are you per quarter? So Apple profited $30 billion. Right? 26%. Meta be profiting close to 40% of their money. You get what I'm saying? So I look at all of that.
Right.
Okay, after all expenses, how much do you have left? Cool. Apple still lit, you feel me?
Right.
But
You fuck with the dividend stocks?
Of course. I was putting him on there too. So dividends as well. Dividends is for like rich people, in my opinion. Or, high middle class, but it ain't for the broke. Cause you gotta buy the share and then you only gonna get like 50 cents, 20 cents, 15 cents, depending on which stock you buy.
Right.
Per share. Now it could be either monthly or quarterly.
Yeah.
Right? So I fuck with all that. I learned to diversify myself in all things you can understand though, not things you can't. The reason why I'm not heavy in real estate, cause I don't understand it. Even though you seen that house, I bought that shit for $600, I sold it for $900, right? Just to get rid of it.
Right.
I know if I would have held it for a few more years, it'd probably be at $1 million. But what type of nigga am I to wait for $100 grand? You get what I'm saying? Like,
Come on,
I'm
man.
not finna wait 3 years for no 100.
Right.
When I know
I
I
don't
can
even
just
want
go
that
get
on a t-shirt. I want that on a coat, nigga. A whole winter coat. What kind of nigga am I to wait for $100 grand?
Yeah, nah, real shit
That
hard.
shit on my coat.
I'm not finna wait another 3 years.
The dividend game, and I'm a visual learner, so it only took about 20 minutes. Once he said, "This is what you look for."
I thought you was one of them learners that had to put the headphones on.
No, I hate that. That's like an audio book. Don't read to me.
But yo, that's crazy.
I read my damn self. You feel what I'm saying? I want to be able to know the word when I see it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like once he said, "Look for this, look for that, look for that." Now a lot of people, how I learned is go take my own risk and take my own. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, now that I know the rules, I know what to look for. So it was other like stocks and shit that he was never invested in. He was like, I ain't never seen no shit like that. I was like, I'm gonna buy this shit.
He bought that shit.
And I bought this shit. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, man, I bought that one too.
I remember that day. You
And I'm
was
buying that
happy
one
as
too.
fuck.
And, but the shit worked. When I say it worked, like,
I got paid off. Hey, what's up, Jackson, Mississippi, man? I'm gonna be there at the Thalia Marie. Is it the Thalia Marie or the Thalia Mar? It don't matter. Well, you know what I'm talking about. It ain't but one of them is Jackson. Man, stop playing with me. I don't know the exact name of the place, but you know, because you live in Jackson. So pull up on me. It's August 4th. I'll be at the Thalia. I call it the Thalia Marie. I just feel like that's a nice southern name for the place. Pull up on me. Bring me some gas station chicken on the stick and some potato logs. Real Mississippi shit. I'll be there. Don't worry about nothing.
Keep playing with these niggas, man. That's what we said. You want to know what we said on the rest of this video? Go to that.
Just in case you wonder what we're doing, we are now showing you just how important having the 85 South Show app is, because you was watching this show thinking, oh, they done finally put the shit back on YouTube.
No.
They was listening. We weren't.
We weren't.
It's on the app.
It's on the app.
The rest of this, listen, the rest of the audio is on the app.
All right, now you gotta know what we said. You gotta go get the app. That's the 85 South Show app. It's available on Amazon, Fire Stick, Apple TV, wherever you get your subscription.
No, it's not.
It's not on Apple
It's just
TV?
available directly where they sell apps.
Or they don't sell apps on Apple TV?
where-
Well, y'all should fuck with us too, Apple TV. Hell wrong with y'all.
It is on there.
Put it on Roku.
Don't say fuck nobody.
No, I didn't say fuck them. I said put it. I said we fuck with them.
Oh, we do.
My house full of Rokus.
Oh,
There's Roku remote everywhere.
yeah.
So subscribe to the app. It's only $8.99 a month or $85 a year. So you get a whole year for $85. Did you know that?
It's $8.50 and then you gotta pay tax.
Yeah. So, you know, it's
But you know, we give them all type of content. You know what? We're not even gonna tell them who you got your glasses from until they get it on the app.
I mean, hey, you gotta watch the app. The app is available. All of these people that say we should keep putting this on YouTube for free, what about the years of freeness that we've already provided upon you? We gave this away for free for years. Let's move together. $85
Why would you let somebody
a
come
year.
invest in the show and put it on another network and you're buying their subscription? You don't ask them why you're buying their shit. So don't ask us. We're putting it on the app. Who's over the app? Nobody knows. Get the app.
Yeah. We saw what you said in the comments.
You sure did.
We saw it.
We saw everybody.
The good, the
We
bad,
got somebody to read every fucking comment.
and the ugly.
Don't see
So you know what? We folding under this pressure.
Sure did.
We hear you.
We heard you.
We hear you.
We went and did it.
We'll just get the fuck on out y'all way.
Just for an hour though.
Yep.
That's all you get is an hour. So don't you can't complain. Well, where the rest of it
I
at?
think they should get 37 minutes.
Oh, see, we gotta
And we
hurry
should
up.
just put a whole bunch of ads in between, like long ass ads, like 5-minute ads and shit. Hey, how you doing?
Slow motion ads?
Slow it down. Waste they motherfucking time.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and make sure. Channel85.com. I want to make sure I read what they wrote. They wrote some shit out for us. These niggas don't know how to spell or type proper sentences, but they trying to get us to get y'all to buy the app. What, you think we want to read this shit?
Channel 85, man. So we can talk that shit, man. Ladies, don't you like the deep thrust? Go get it on the app. Yeah.
That's right. On the app, uncensored, unfiltered, and edited. Can you believe that? I'm talking about with actual production in it.
Thanks.
Jump cuts, clips, all types of like exclusive shit that they don't even know that we do. They don't even know that we got a show where we be cooking like exotic foods and shit.
Okay.
That's on the
We got
app.
sports shows,
Yep.
talk shows, documentary,
Chico got a handwriting class that he teach.
production.
Nobody passed it, because that's why the shit look like this. But we're working on it, and you can see it on the app.
They didn't even tell them about the tax course that we had uploaded on there.
Okay.
They don't even know that we got a
can
whole
turn
show about Wall
$5
Street.
And a $5,000 on the app.
Right. And we got the alternate ending to the color purple up there.
Oh, man.
Okay, we got the raw edition, all the uncut, all the bloopers. We got all that.
Right.
It's on the app.
So if you want to see some shit that you know they trying to hide from you, go to the app. I'm leaving though.
Channel85.com. Go get the app. You got an hour for free. We gave you what you wanted. Now give us some subscriptions to the app. $8.50, $8.99 with tax, $85 a year. Channel85.com, 85 South Show. Get the app.
Well, see, this is what they don't know. The app really $3, but adjusted for inflation is $8.90. Yeah.
What Lo said. Get the app, man. Stop bullshitting.
We out of here, man. We're not about to keep working all this time for.
Been working for free. We are going on out, baby. We are going on out.
We on your way too, Fly.
On air.